Hi, this is NETTE. Welcome to my channel. Good afternoon to all of you. And today I'm going to talk about the things that I like here in Korea. By the way, it's really good. It's a sunny day here in Korea, and as you can see, we are outside my front yard in this little cottage of mine. And I was asked by some friends what are the things that I like here in Korea. Why I was able to live here for 22 years, and they asked me, would you like, if you get older and older, would you like to go back to the Philippines to stay? And I told them that I'm very, very comfortable here now. I'm not saying that hindi ako nagsasalita ng patapos, but as of now, I felt like I'm very, very comfortable living here, and I think if God permits, I will stay here until I die. And when they retire, they're planning to go back home as a balikbayan. But why only? Why are you not planning to do that? And I told them, well, some of the reasons is that for me, because I'm older, I'm old, and sometimes in this age of mine, the mind and the spirit is very, very strong yet. It seems like nothing changed. But when you grow older, the physical body weakens. And for me, what I like here in Korea is that the medical system is very, very accessible to the citizens of this country. There's no hassles in receiving such benefits here in Korea. Why I say that? Because when I was having my vacation in the Philippines, I experienced this high blood pressure, and my blood pressure gets so high that my family had to bring me to the hospital. And when I arrived in the hospital, even if I felt like vomiting and I don't feel so well, I have to fill up a form, SOP. I understand that. And my parents cannot do that for me at that time. Such information, they were old, and my nephew was with me, but the information is that they cannot supply it. So I have to do it even if I don't feel good. And here, even if I'm alone, I don't have my husband with me or my daughter with me, I still can ask a taxi driver to bring me to the hospital, and then somebody will facilitate there for me, and then everything will be okay, because they will just ask you for your citizen's ID or what's your ID, and when they got it, they have all the informations about you, and so there's no worry about that. Another thing is that why I like the medical system here is that no down payment is needed. In the Philippines, before they facilitate you, you have to pay for the x-ray, you have to pay for the blood test, or you have to make a down payment before you will be facilitated to be admitted. But here, if you go to the hospital and you have only a normal kind of disease like high blood pressures, gastritis, and some minor, you don't need major operations. So if you just a normal kind of thing of sickness, then you will be admitted and no down payment is needed. You will have your x-ray, you will have your blood test, and you will be asked if you want to be admitted in a economy room or in a special room or private rooms. You will be asked by that. But even if you choose the private room, they will not ask you for a down payment. So everything will be paid after you get out of the hospital. So that is one thing that I like in here, na hindi ako natatakot. At the same time, my father had an Alzheimer's disease, and it was very costly in the Philippines because you need to pay for a nurse to take care of him, and I cannot do that because I'm just a simple person here in Korea. I was just an employee during that time. Last year, my father died of Alzheimer's disease. He suffered for 4 years of that Alzheimer's disease, and it was a hard time for us because in the Philippines is not yet prepared for this kind of sickness. I guess because institutions that is public na nagawa sa Philippines. We inquire sa area namin sa Philippines, and they have this home for the aged, but they only accept people that are abandoned, and the facilities are not yet well organized, and so it was a hard time. If you want, then you can you can pay a special nurse or a caregiver to take care of my dad, and I cannot afford that. I'm just an ordinary person here, so my mom take cares of my dad, and it was a really hard time for me. But here in Korea, there's no problem about that. Here in Korea, they are really prepared for that kind of sickness. If you have dementia or if you have Alzheimer's disease, we have lots of institutions both in the countryside, in the city, and they are open, and these facilities have lots of are well equipped with facilities and equipments, and also caregivers. And if you don't, you say it's expensive, of course it is, but the government gives you discounts. It depends on your level. You have level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 are those people na sinatawag natin na wala silang pera, mahihirap. Dito sa Korea, pag mahirap ka, hindi masyadong masakit sa dibdib kasi pag mahirap ka, mayroon kang benefits na makukuha sa government. Tinutulungan ka po ng government. And so, you're free. Tatanggapin ka po, mag-a-apply po yung family mo sa government, and then i-examine nila. Nila kung talaga bang indigent ka. So, if they found out that you are indigent, then you are free sa paggamit ng facilities na yon. So, like my mother-in-law, because as I said, my husband is not rich here. So, my mother-in-law has this dementia, and she lives in the institution, home for the aged, for free. Lahat na po pagkain, yung caregivers niya, lahat po, it's just for free. Binibigay ng government. Ngayon, kung level B ka, may counterpart ka. So, this much you will pay, and the other part of it will be paid by the government sa institution na yon. So, pag mayamang-mayaman ka, yun na, hindi ka na libre. So, yun ang nakikita kong benefits na makukuha kung dito ka sa Korea. Pag tumanda ka po, so you will be taken care of. So, in my case, who knows, I have that my father died of Alzheimer's disease, and it's genetic. And so, I was thinking na mas okay kung dito ako manatili, kasi I can avail of such services na hindi mahirapan yung anak ko sa pag-take care sa akin in the future if I have that kind of disease. Another thing that I like is the fast service that we have. Yung tinatawag nila na pali-pali system. Of course, it has some disadvantage, but here in Korea, everything is done in a fast manner. Ang service nila shall we say, napakabilis po. ayaw nila maghintay. So when you go to the banks, when you go to some institution, you will only wait for a short period of time. Hindi ka po aabutin ng 2 oras, hindi ka po aabutin ng 3 oras sa paghihintay. So that is one thing that I appreciate here in Korea. So there are still a lot of things that I want to say. So I will chop yung yung things that I like here in Korea with you. So I hope you like this. You like this kind of thing, and maybe we will talk some more about the things here, informations about here in Korea. So if you want to go here in Korea, then you have some informations about it. So bye. So sorry. If you have not subscribed yet to my channel and you are interested in knowing about information about Korea, then you come to the right channel. Please subscribe, hit like for me, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Bye everyone. I will see you in my next vlog. Thank you. Bye bye.